Amount of an annuity sinking fund schedules. We're going to deposit $6,000 per year at the end of each year into an account for 40 years, and the account's going to pay 7% real growth. That's a realistic long-term expectation for the stock market. You may earn 9%, inflation may be 2%, 9 minus 2 is 7%. As we mentioned before, this is good for forecasting purposes. You could assume 5% to be conservative, 7% if you want a more optimistic forecast. If you talk to a financial planner and they promise you more than this, they're probably lying to you, plain and simple. So that's how you can tell if a financial planner is honest. If you give you a realistic expectation of what you're going to earn, 5 to 7%, then they're honest and they know what they're talking about. They've used a historical trend in the stock market. Well, here's what's going to happen. 6,000 at the end of each year. We're going to start with nothing. So the beginning balance is $0.00. And if you want, you can leave the dollar sign off. This 7% real growth per year, we're doing it at the end of each year. So I is going to be 0.07. If we were doing it monthly, we'd have to divide 0.07 by 12, but we're doing it at the end of each year. Interest, you multiply balance times this, and of course we get $0.00 in the beginning. And then we make a payment, $6,000. Our ending balance is just simply $6,000. Now we can carry that down, beginning balance of the second year. We're going to forecast 7%. And 6,000 times 0.07, you can do that on your calculator. It's 420. And then, of course, there's another payment going in. So we have 6,000. Now we start with 6,000. We earn $420 interest. That's 6,420 plus another 6,000. And that gives us 12,420. Carry that down. And then, of course, we can multiply, and 12,420 times 0.07 equals 869.40. And we make another payment of 6,000. And then we need to add it all up. And so we have 12,420 plus 869.40 plus 6,000. Okay. And I must have added something wrong. Let's see, 12,420 plus 869.40 plus 6,000 equals 12,000. Or wait a second, that should be okay. I think my calculator's on the fritz, and so. Well, in any event, if you add 869 to 420, that gives you 1289. 1289, 289.40. Let's add it up by hand. And we have, let's see, there's a 1,000 and 12,000 is 13,000, and also 19,000. Looks like it's 19,289.40. And we could continue. You continue this pattern. We could continue the pattern for 40 years. At the end, we'd have a lot of money. A previous project, our spreadsheet project, actually did this. We had money periodically going in, and the spreadsheet project calculated this result of a sinking fund. It's called a sinking fund because we're sinking money into an investment. That's a term. That's kind of a phrase. Uh, and your Excel project actually did this. In reality, if we were forecasting, instead of doing this by hand, the next section in this problem set, actually, I show you how to calculate how much you'll have at the end. But going through this year by year for a few years gives you an idea of what it is you're doing. The spreadsheet, of course, can do a better job at forecasting. I built a little bit of randomness into this rate to give you an idea. Chances are if you invest for 40 years, there's going to be some up years and down years. 7% may be the average. Some years you're in 30% and it's like, woohoo, we're rich. And then the next year you lose a quarter of your money and then you're all down. But overall, it averages out to about 7%. So this is what's called a sinking fund schedule. We'll be back shortly with a third video where I'll show you how to calculate how much you would have at the end. You can calculate it using a simple formula rather than grinding this out year by year. This is very impractical, of course, but if you understand the math and you understand spreadsheets, you can build your own spreadsheet to do this and let the electronic device called a computer do all the work, of course. But you have to understand the math, a little bit about spreadsheets to build your own forecast. So that's all for this video.